All right, we are live with another quick tip Tuesday, each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And today's topic, I got a few messages on this last week. Today's topic is land lease. This is more definitely an advanced strategy. Land lease at the end of the day is basically you're leasing the land. You don't own the land underneath. You're basically someone owns the land. You're renting out the land and you have a contract in place basically what you can do with that land and for how long of a period. This is definitely a more experienced strategy for your investors out there. This is take it to the next level investing. You could definitely get very creative with this strategy. So this is very, very interesting strategy. It's actually more common than you think. I'm sure you've seen a lot of land leases and you're not aware they're land leases. So basically, a lot of the McDonald's can be land leases. The CVS's can be land leases. A lot of those big buildings that you see in the inner cities, land leases. One big person that has done a lot of land leases in the past is our ex-president, Donald Trump. A lot of his Trump Towers downtown are land leases. So previous person actually owns the land and he has the right, he has a contract with them and he has to build on the land. So he gets all the depreciation and all the good stuff that comes with real estate, but he's still actually renting the land. So he's still depreciating what he built on top. So there's a lot of benefits to both sides. So the benefit for the person leasing the land, they collect all the rents basically. They don't have to do any legwork. No big risk with building the big structure. They don't have to put up money up front. They don't have to handle the construction project or anything like that or day-to-day stuff. They basically just rent out the land and take it from there. Straight passive income. On the other end, the person that is renting the land and also benefit, they don't have to pay an extra price for those higher ticket items in those prime locations. Usually the prime locations are where people are renting the land to build upon because like they said, they're not making any more land, so go out and buy some land because there's a lot of different strategies you can do with them, especially the land leasing. So the person that's renting the land, they can build whatever they want on it. It's definitely a contract in place. So make sure you have the proper contract in place if you're renting the land. There's like I mentioned, the big corporations, CVS, does a lot of land leasing to build their structure within. Possibly McDonald's, Donald Trump, a lot of bigger corporations definitely take that into consideration because previous owners bought up a lot of land in the area and never built upon it. So you could reach out to those folks and rent the land. And so if they don't want to buy it, you can first, of course, try to buy the land. But if they don't go by buying the land, you can rent the land from them. Yes, USA Land Ventures. Yes, you have. He's definitely, I co-sign him. He's definitely amazing with land. We definitely got to touch base, USA Land Ventures. I know you've been doing a lot of stuff with land, and I see you in Florida and other states as well. So we definitely got to touch base. This is a very good topic for you. Maybe we can collab sometime. What other big topics I want to discuss on the land leases? So, of course, the bad side of land leasing, the contract is up. So, at the end of the contract, if the person owning the land, the person that built the property on the land, depending on the stipulations within the contract, the person that owned the land normally takes whatever was constructed on the property. It's possible that the person owning the land can put a stipulation within the contract that they have to either knock it down or put it to their liking or something of that sort. So just make sure you have any contract in place. Definitely contact your attorneys. Definitely make sure you have the proper paperwork in place, because you don't know what's going to happen within the 20 years, 25 years, 40 years, whatever the case is you have within the contract. Just make sure you're covered, because you don't want to, things can bite you in the behind. So make sure you're covered on all parts of the transaction. Make sure you have a good attorney that has experience with either land leasing or anything of that sort. Make sure you cover your behind, because the other person is covering their behind. So make sure you have that covered. Yes, USA Land Ventures, 100%. I'm in. They've rented. Yeah. Land leasing is amazing. I don't want to talk too much on this topic. I'm definitely going to open up to questions. Land leasing is definitely next level real estate investing. It's definitely a very lucrative. They're not making any more land, so please go out and buy yourself land. 100%. If you're not going to build anything on it, you can lease it out to someone else and they can build upon the land. Yes, land lease is more on the commercial side. It's kind of rare on the residential side, but it's definitely possible. But commercial is 100%, because of they're taking advantage of those prime real estate. They want to build. Maybe they want to put some type of business in it, or they want to put a commercial apartment on it. So it's definitely more on the commercial side where the land leases get involved. So for land leases, for any other topics you guys want me to discuss, shoot me a message in my Instagram, Jondoesrealestate, Jon, spell out does real estate, and just reach out to me for any future topics. I received a lot of topics for last week for land leases, so this is why I want to touch base on the land leases. What about trailer park? Is that a similar concept? Yeah, trailer park is kind of similar, because one person basically owns the entire property and you're renting the land to put your trailer park on. So yeah, it's kind of, it's similar. Yes, it is. Good question. Very good question. That could definitely be a topic for one of our upcoming Quick Tip Tuesdays. This week is land leasing. Very exciting topic. Are commercial land leases typically long? Yes, they are long. I know I've seen 20, 50 years, 100 years and stipulations to extend them, because when you're doing a commercial land lease, they typically build on the land. So they definitely want to recuperate what they put into the property. So they're definitely gonna have definitely a long lease, because of all the money they put in to the property. Because a lot of land leases, they're either buying the land, just renting the land, and they're building upon it. And some of those projects can take a few years. So just building the project can definitely take a few years, depending on what the project is. It can be as small as just a convenience store or a drugstore, pharmacy store, to a 150, 300, 400, 500 unit apartment complex. So they definitely can vary, but they are long. So I would definitely make sure you have a good contract in place. Can they be transferred to a new leasee? Say a different business wants to take over an old McDonald's building. Yes, if you have it in your contract that you have the right to transfer it over, yes, you can. So it all depends on the contract. So if the contract says it, then yes. But if it doesn't, then possibly you have to have that conversation with the owner of the land to see if the rights can be transferred Usually there's probably some type of stipulation. If the rights are transferred, have to go to maybe an approval or maybe a fee. Whatever the contract says, that's what you have to follow. So that is all. Thank you for all the questions. Hopefully I answered all of them. If I missed any question, just shoot me a message. I'll definitely answer it. Sign up for my newsletter. Me and the team just sent out a letter, an email earlier this week. If you're not part of it, link is in my bio, on my Instagram bio. Again, that is Jondoesrealestate, Jon, spell out does real estate. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.